Hey, America, this is Ike Turner. Rev it up with the good doctor. You know, on his entertainer that tell the truth is Little Richard.
Yeah.
He say he stole the intro off of Rocket 88, and he did it on Good Golly Miss Molly.
Hey.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like, I don't know, piano is really my instrument. Everybody think I'm a guitar player. For a fact, I'm rated to, I'm one of the top 3 guitar players they consider. But I don't think I'm a guitar player. But I can say I know I'm a piano player, man.
I have a film of you playing some stride. I was like, go on, do it, Daddy. I had to put the jug in the floor and said, let's call it corn liquor.
Yeah, oh, listen at you. I started saying, little boy, listen at you.
Hey.
When I was in West Memphis, Arkansas, I was playing over on 11th Street. And this little white boy used to come by driving his gravel truck, and he used to back the truck up to the back of the club where I was playing at. We was playing a black club. You know how it was down there then.
Oh, yeah.
And I would slip him in the back door and let him stand. I had the piano pull out from the wall some, and I was playing the piano. And the way I'd be playing the piano and turning around backwards playing and stuff like that. Yeah. So this guy, I would slip him in 2 or 3 times a week. He would come in West Memphis to hear me. You're going to be surprised to know who this was. So then 15 years later, I would say something like that. We played at the International Hotel. It wasn't the Hilton then. They had just built it. Mm-hmm. And they had this guy playing in the main room, Elvis Presley. And I said, man, who is this white boy in here sounding like blacks? And so, you know, and then they had a group named Sweet Inspiration. You know who they are?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they was doing background for him. And so, man, they was telling me about, you know, like how great this guy was, the singer, how, you know, how white folks were really crazy about him. People come from all over the United States out there just to hear him. Yeah. And so finally one night, man, I won like $473,000 playing dice. And so when you're working there, when you're working there, man, you go through the employers in the back. You don't go out in the audience.
Right.
And man, I was going down the hallway, man, and I wouldn't put my money in the casino vault. Mm-hmm. I'd take my money to one of them wooden chips. You know the chips? Yeah. That don't seem like money to me. We got Mac Bride now. He's dead now. We pushing this big old cart down the hallway with all this money, with all these chips on it. And I meet this guy, man, and he said, hi, you remember me? And I looked at him, I said, no, where from? He said, take a good look. I looked again. I said, no, I don't. He said, you remember in West Memphis on 11th Street, the little guy used to put behind the piano? I said, man, and that's who it was. It was Elvis, man, you know?
Oh, wow.
No, I mean, you know, I've been connected with a whole lot of people life, man, you know, but I think I'm going to do another book, man. And this time, I got one book out now called Taking Back My Name. But I want to do a book, man, because it's just something, man, I just don't say, like the little story I told you just then. Yeah. But everybody seems to think I should say all of that, man, you know? Mm-hmm. And so I'm gonna do another book, man. And then I don't know what I'm gonna name it. The Real Life of Me. Hey. Even back in the Jackie Brunson days, the guy that sang the vocal on Rocket 88, he actually sounds like Jimmy and Joe Liggins because that's who was popular in those days. Oh, yeah. And we copied Louis Jordan, we copied Amos Milburns, Charles Brown, all these people. This is who we copied. Yeah. We sound just like the jukebox because when you sound like the jukebox, the public accepts you right quick. Yeah. And so I always was real good at copying stuff. Uh-huh. And so I didn't do it till it was already hit. It was already hit before I played on stage. Okay. And because I wanted to get the audience going. That was my whole thing, man, is to get the audience going. BB was around in Clarksdale, around my house, and we were together in Clarksdale before he went to Memphis. And he left to go get some shoes, half soled. And I didn't see B anymore. First, it was 32 of us in the school band. Mm-hmm. And then we broke up into 2 groups, like one named Kings of Rhythm, which was my band. Mm-hmm. We couldn't read music. Mm-hmm. And then they had the Top Hatters, which was
so like the school
band. Swing, and they was more semi-jazz, you know, doing Cozy Cole and all this kind of crap. Yeah, okay. And so, anyway, man, we were doing the Charles Brown and the Amos Milburns and all this kind of stuff. And so, anyway, finally, man, after we broke up into 2 groups, we would go play in Greenville, Mississippi, and they had a place called Chambers, Mississippi. And so coming back every Saturday when we go play Greenville, you know, we just getting started. On the way back, we would pass by Chambers, and we'd see all these cars parked down, man, like a half a mile going both ways down outside this club. And I said, man, what the devil's going on in there? And so finally, man, after about 3 Saturdays passing by there, we decided to stop and go in there. Mm. And we went in there, man, and that was B on stage, man. BB, because I didn't know who BB was. I knew him as Riley, right? Yeah. And I went there and said, man, mama gonna beat your butt, man. And so anyway, I I said, man, let us play a song. Yeah. And so he let us up on the stage. And man, we took off with Amos Milburn and we took off and started playing all that stuff, man. And Roy Brown was real hot then.
Right.
And we had a guy with us sound just like Roy Brown, Johnny O'Neill. Anyway, man, he said, man, you guys need to be recording, man. And so I said, man, we don't know how. How do you know what do you do?
Yeah.
And so he said, well, I know this guy in Memphis named Sam Phillips. I can set it up, man, and you go up there and see him. I have him to call you. I said, okay. And so anyway, sure enough, Monday morning, man, Sam Phillips called me, and he wanted us to come up Wednesday to record. And so we said, okay. But anyway, man, we done packed up in those days, man. All of us was in one car with all of the instruments, the PA system. We didn't know you didn't need a PA system in a recording studio, but we got the PA system, all the horns, the big upright bass sitting on top of the car. Yeah. You know, we had to wrap it up in a top hole and then put it on top of the car.
Yeah.
And so we took off on our way to Memphis. Man, it was raining real bad. And so we started thinking, man, what are we going to record? We got nothing to record. And so then, long story short, we used to bet on cars. Somebody said, well, I take Chrysler. Somebody said, I'll take Ford. Somebody said, I'll take Chevrolets or whatever. And we would bet we would see more of this car than that car, or either less this car, that car. We count every car we meet. Well, it was just two lanes in those days, one going, one coming, you know.
Right.
And so anyway, we came up with this Rocket 880. It just had came out. And so it was suggested that let's write a song about the Oldsmobile. You know, to my fast to go, because that thing was fast then, you know, compared to the Buicks and all those cars in those days. So we started writing the song Rocket 88. So we got a little on the other side of Tunica, and the cops pulled us over. And either he pulled us over or we had pulled off, and he said we wasn't far enough off the highway. But anyway, it was a bunch of crap. They carried us across to some kangaroo court. So then we called Sam Phillips, and he get us out. They didn't lock us up, but it cost money to get us. Whatever Sam Phillips told them, they turned us loose.
Yeah.
So we wrote as much as we could, and we get to Memphis. Then we started putting the verses in the right place on Rocket 88. And then this woman typed it out, and so it took me about, 15, 20 minutes to do the music. And so then, man, then we didn't have no stereo and stuff. We had to go from tape to tape.
Yeah.
And then, like now you use a microphone on this guitar microphone, that you just move the instruments around till you get you a balance with that one mic.
That's right.
Yeah. And so anyway, man, that's how we cut Rocket 88. We broke up, see. Jackie's head got big. He got bigger than his pocketbook, because we only got $60 a piece off of Rocket 88. And then Jackie, I went and found Phoenix Newman, I call him Finest Newman, but it's the Phoenix Newman, the old man, he had senior, and he had the son that played Calvin, Calvin Newman, which played guitar.
Yeah.
And the other guy, you know him, he's real big, Hank Crawford. Yeah, Hank Crawford. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, Hank and Rhonda played trombone, and we had Finest Newman playing piano. And so I put this band together because my other band, Raymond's mother and father wanted him to be the band leader. So the band broke up. So I put the Finest Newman band right together right quick. And so then Jackie Brinson's head got big. He wanted to be the band leader because I done put his name on record instead of mine. Sam Phillips did that. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But just like now, people finding out that it was me with the Rocket 88. But anyway, because it's supposed to have been Ike Turner and the Kings of Rhythm,
right,
featuring Jackie Brinson vocal. Right. But instead, they didn't put my name nowhere on there. So, and that's not me going around saying that it was me on the record. For some reason, man, it's just coming out on its own, the real about it. Yeah. So anyway, man, we cut that darn record, and during that time, they call that kind of music, they call it race music.
Right.
So this guy is one white guy in Memphis called Dewey Phillips.
Yeah.
On Red Hot and Blue.
Oh, yes, sir. Good feeling so Phillips. Everybody want to buy Doug. Got Kennedy Baptist Hospital, Ward 24A. Just flat fix and bring you the hottest thing in the country. Real Hot and Blue. Coming to you through WHBQ in Memphis, Tennessee. And it's Friday night. Tomorrow's payday and birthday. That's a good deal. Yes, sir. The first 15 minutes of Real Hot and Blue is coming to you through the courtesy of the best beer that money can buy. We're talking about CV for me and CV for you. That Champagne Velvet, distributed by the Mass Security Company right here in the city of Memphis. Now, don't forget, Bonnet, let's just flat wake up out there. Let's get ready. We're going to start off the first record here. Let's see now. Wait a minute here. We're going to play the first record for, let's see, for Demi, for Perry, for JV, for Bernice, for Vera, and for Beulah, for Effie, for Oliver, for Sally Mae. We're going to play it for Bulldog. And the titles, we're going to flat dig the boogie by Piano Red. Let's go, man.
Well, this one white guy had nerve. He put Rocket 88 on his show and played it. and that's where Elvis Presley came from, and that's where Jerry Lee Lewis came from. That's where all of those people came from, because Sam Phillips had nerve enough to record it, Dewey Phillips had nerve enough to play it, and then the white kids really liked it, and so that's what started that trend of them doing race music.
And it was unique that he would do that during that time too.
Yeah,
because Sam met up with a lot of people saying no, how you gonna play?
Backlash from it. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? That's the same thing, man. It's like somebody got to have nerve to do something, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, St. Louis, around the Club Manhattan, and
right, yeah.
Yeah. And then we used to broadcast from Collins Pope's place over on Vanderbilt every Saturday. We do live broadcasts because something nobody's never done is live broadcast from a club.
Right.
Yeah, and so I mean, all my little bitty ideas, they paid off though, man. You know, you couldn't get in nowhere while we was playing that though in those days, man. We were doing flips, playing the guitar. I stopped doing that. Jumping up in the air, doing backwards flips with the guitar and doing all kind of crazy crap. Yeah, but those was the good old days, man. The Chitlin circuit. Yeah, but you know, St. Louis was really what I say, Prejudice Town. When I went there, you know, it was a jazz town with a guy named Jimmy Smith. Not Jimmy Smith. It was another Jimmy that put out Night Train.
It's Forrest.
Yeah, Jimmy Forrest. Right. Jimmy Forrest. Man, God, dog, what is it that you don't know? See, my mind's gone. Yours is cool.
I have to be one of the walking encyclopedias.
Yeah, man.
You can't do this.
Yeah, see, with your brain and my mind, we could do it anyway. When I went to St. Louis was like really black-white, and so what happened is finally when we were playing the Club Manhattan, we knocked the walls out of the Club Manhattan, and we made it into a club. And boy, it was stayed full. And then we started playing over in St. Louis to Collins Post. So there was a few whites that wanted to come in. And so finally this white guy named George Edix wanted me to go play over at the Club Imperial, which was white teenagers like from 7 years old up to like 15, up to the club. So what we did when we would play over, we played there every Tuesday night. And boy, you couldn't get in. His club hold about 1,500, and you couldn't get in. We started playing these white clubs, and so all these white kids started hanging around us, integrating. Yeah. And man, they started sending the police truck up there, bagging it up, putting all these white kids in the truck, taking them to the jail, down to the jailhouse. They wouldn't lock them up and make their parents come get them for hanging around these blacks. No, listen. So what happened, I started telling the Book of Mirror over at the Club Manhattan, the black club, hey man, because we started playing at us white clubs also over to Wally Olson's place, which was at us. But they couldn't go to East St. Louis, and the black people couldn't come to Wally Olson. And so I tell Book of Mirror, hey man, we're not going to play here if you're not going to let whites in. I tell Wally Olson, we're not going to play here if you don't let blacks in. Then some of the kids from over the club, man, 18, 19 years old, my whole band had deputy sheriff's badges. So we didn't have to pay to go across the bridge from St. Louis to East St. Louis. And man, look here, we talking about 70 cars line up. And we go through that bridge, nobody pay bridge stone. Anyway, we integrated St. Louis, man. Anyway, but you know, today, man, I go to St. Louis, and all of those kids that we used to do all that crazy stuff together, these are the bankers, these are the presidents of everything. I'm doing. Yeah. We talk about stuff we used to do back in those days. It's just like right now, man. It's like we have more to offer. Dig, I think we gained rap and hip hop, but we lost what we had. We have more to offer than what's being exposed to the public. Yeah. They don't know nothing about nothing, man. You know, and man, it's like my whole goal right now, man, is to get black music back on the radio, man. Because we have more to offer. But if our kids only hear rap and hip hop, they think that's the limit as far as they can go. Man, in anything you hear me play, I'm not playing nothing from nobody else. I'm playing all. And man, just think of all the kids today, black and white, and of all races, man. If you can just let your inside out, man, it's like music is a universal language, man, and everybody can. You know, if you can say "I" and put bumps on people, you can take that either if it's in Russian, Japanese, or whatever it is. If that wave of whatever he said, you don't even know what he said. If it put bumps on somebody that understood what he said, and you don't understand, it's gonna put the same bumps on you. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And so, man, I just want to get music back on the radio, man. We don't have, not that it's not creative doing hip hop and rap because it's real creative. To think that fast and rhyme that fast and do it, like Snoopy them. But it's like if they take that a combination and do R&B and blues. A combination of that, man, it would be unreal. You dig what I'm talking about? And to be able to sample, man, is like I made, $750,000 off of a sample. You know the song, Salt and Pepper song, the Shoe song?
Yeah.
That's my song, I'm Blue, if you listen at it. And so, man, it's like, that's creative and it's money. That white folks used to tell us when I was a kid, say, hey, you don't make no money off a record, man. You make money when a record hit and you go out there on the road. That's what they used to tell us when I was a kid. But that's the biggest lie in the world. You make money off a record.
That's right.
And so anyway, man, it's like the Shoot song is a good example, man. $750,000 off of one record is pretty good. I hope somebody do some more sampling real quick. Oh, yeah, Big Old Wolf, man. Yes. Last time I saw Wolf, I was swinging at him with a mop. Wolf shoot over my money. Man. Sonny Boy Williams. I don't know. He about the same size as Wolf. Sonny Boy.
He's about 6 feet something.
Yeah, over that. Yeah. And we used to go play, man, down in Greenville and Lula, Mississippi, and different places with Sonny Boy. And Sonny Boy said, "Hey, man, no, we get ready to get paid. We go up there to get paid." The guy said, "Man, Sonny Boy drank it all." Okay, so we go home. The next night, same little thing. So then I went to him and said, "Hey, man, why you every time I get ready to get paid, you done drank it up?" He said, "Well, then you ought to drink." Yeah, man, those are the bad old days.